Honda's first attempt at launching an electric vehicle was largely unsuccessful after the Clarity sedan wound up dividing more opinions than generating any sales. However, the Japanese automaker is willing to give it another go, and this time in partnership with General Motors, another automaker that has wholeheartedly embraced the era of electrification. As expected, Honda has been very secretive about the specs of the Prologue, but the rumor birds have been chirping, and we have some exclusive news to share about this stunning electric SUV. Join us as we reveal everything there is to know about the 2024 Honda Prologue. Despite being one of the biggest names in the industry, Honda was surprisingly one of the last automakers to jump on the electrification bandwagon. However, it is determined to announce its entry into the segment with a bang, and the 2024 Honda Prologue is intended to lead that charge. Unfortunately, it wouldn't be the first Honda EV in the US because the controversial Clarity EV sedan holds that record, as well as the nearly forgotten Honda EV Plus. However, the Prologue is expected to right the wrongs of those previous attempts at an electric-powered car. Due to the partnership between Honda and General Motors, the Prologue will share a lot of similarities with a typical GM SUV. As a matter of fact, the 2024 Honda Prologue will be built on GM's Ultium platform, and interestingly enough, this vehicle will also be built at the company's assembly lines located across North America. The same platform will be used for other vehicles like the Chevy Silverado, Chevy Equinox, Chevy Blazer, and a handful of others. According to inside sources and reports, the Prologue will bear an uncanny resemblance to the N Blazer below the surface and also share some similarities with the brand's own CR-V. The 2024 Prologue will have a wheelbase of 121.8 inches, which is just about the same size as that of the Blazer EV. The car itself will be 192 inches long and 78.3 inches wide. That's about 8 inches longer and 5 inches wider than the 2023 CR-V. It'll be 64.7 inches tall and ride on 21-inch wheels. And as we've mentioned earlier, it will be powered by an all-electric powertrain. The Prologue features possibly the best cabin in a Honda in recent times. Some of the amenities in the interior include an 11-inch gauge cluster screen and an 11.3-inch touchscreen. The latter will be equipped with a prominent physical volume knob and possibly some updated infotainment software as well. Aside from the intuitive dashboard, the 2024 Honda Prologue includes bespoke on-screen graphics and animations, all sitting under a large panoramic glass roof closing off the cabin. Honda's offering special colors like the North Shore Pearl, which is inspired by the natural beauty and colors near Lake Tahoe in California. But as mentioned earlier, details of the powertrain and other related specs are not readily available. From the pictures that have been released or leaked, experts believe that the Honda Prologue will be offered as an all-wheel drive. Meanwhile, Honda is offering some customers a special 2-year lease on the CR-V hybrid while they wait for the Prologue to arrive in early 2024. If enough customers opt for this short-term leasing plan, we are sure to see quite the scene in the market when the Prologue arrives. More importantly, what's critical to the Prologue's success in the electric SUV segment will be the quality of the design, especially considering the sheer number of mid-size SUVs that are available on the market today. To ensure a stunning design, Honda has assembled a team of young, super talented designers to work on the Prologue. And right off the bat, these Los Angeles-based designers have described their design approach for the car as neo-rugged. If this fancy name is anything to go by, we expect the Prologue to be a stylish workhorse. On the surface, Honda hopes to achieve a sleek, ultra-smooth, and simplistic body with fairly squared-off proportions and cool details. The designers drew inspiration from several sources, including the design utilized for the global Honda EV Compact. This would serve as the template for the overall design of the 2024 Honda Prologue. But of course, it will be tweaked, fine-tuned, and repackaged to fit the mid-size SUV. The Japanese automaker wants to spice up the design even more by introducing an adventure-like feel to both the interior and exterior of the car. According to automotive experts, the Prologue will feature a long, low, and wide silhouette as well as a rising belt line. In addition, a tapering roofline and a raked rear hatch will be added, which might add to the themes that designers are trying to capture. Also, instead of the usual classic H badge, the Prologue will have the Honda logo placed at the center of its futuristic light bar. But make no mistake, this SUV will have plenty of similarities with its GM peers. In other words, it will be more like a GM product in a Honda skin. The front area of the Prologue will feature a black grille panel flanked by horizontal LED headlights. The lower bumper is equipped with a large intake and an indentation in the bodywork just underneath the futuristic grille. The wheel arches, side skirts, and lower bumper areas are surrounded by black gloss cladding. Beyond the partnership with GM, Honda plans to launch up to 30 new electric vehicles by the year 2030, fueling its goal of becoming an all-electric brand by 2040. Since batteries are one of the most important components in electric vehicles, Honda would need to source many more of them if it's ever going to achieve its goal of becoming a pure electric brand. There are plans to set up a new lithium-ion battery production plant in North America. After the Prologue is launched in 2024, a new set of Honda electric vehicles are planned to be built in-house on the e-Architecture EV platform in 2026. This set of vehicles will launch first in America before breaking into other markets across the world. There is another planned phase of collaboration with General Motors in 2027. This era will lead to the production of more jointly developed, affordable EVs. Speaking of price, the Honda Prologue will seemingly be sold for just under $40,000, which in comparison is about $5,000 cheaper than the starting price of the Blazer EV. The 2024 Honda Prologue is coming into a highly competitive segment, but these are promising signs at such an early stage. What are your thoughts on the vehicle? How do you think it will perform? Let us know in the comments below. Remember to like and subscribe, and as always, we hope to see you next time on Motordeck.